Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you had an amazing time. You had some family time. You had some time to reflect on how amazing the country is, how we're going to save it together while still recognizing the reason for the season. Guys, this is the show that I've been waiting to do for a whole 24 hours because our hiatus from yesterday is now over. Back into the lane of saving the country together. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. I have got you the gift that just keeps on giving, and oh, are you going to love every second of it. All right, guys, let's get right into this. I got to shake the cobwebs off. I didn't do a live last night. I didn't do a long form yesterday. I'm feeling all kinds of out of sorts, so let me know if I'm still got it in the description box. Excuse me, the comments. See, right there, the comments field right below. Everything will be linked in the description box. All right, guys, you can follow me on X at Braden LOA, but let's get right into the gift that just keeps on giving. Jasmine Crockett, the perfect gift for the state of Texas. You guys, this is glorious. I've got a few things I'm going to show you right now, but here's the underlying principle. Grab every microphone you can find. Find the ones that don't work. Give it to her and just turn the camera on. Because this is perfect. Take it away, Jazzy. Let's get it. We've got to warm back into the Freedom Train after a long winter's nap. Get it?
We're looking in deep red Tennessee, Mississippi, or Georgia. We know that we're swinging no less than 10 points. And unlike what we've had historically in Texas, because I know that you talked about the Texas dream of turning us blue, is that we have a candidate in me who absolutely plans to talk to any and everybody, and that is why they are afraid. The fact that he said I have a quote-unquote street girl persona, I'm sorry, but anybody that you talk to knows my credentials. They know that I've gone to school. They know that I'm educated. I never tried to put on some random story about gone to school. They know that I'm educated. I never tried to put on some random story about from, but at the end of the day, I am who I am, and I am authentic.
Okay, there is so much to unpack here. Let's just start with the obvious, most basic. You're going to talk to every single person? This is the exact same woman who literally said, I don't need Republicans in the state of Texas. I mean, let that sink in. Okay, now that we've let that sink in and the marination is taking effect, let's go to this next piece about her being truly authentic and she never put on any type of uneducated persona. Are you implying that people who don't speak articulately are uneducated? Are you saying that a lot of the constituents who you would build your entire campaign on are uneducated and stupid because they talk a certain way? My goodness, that is awful. That's not very inclusive at all. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Look what I found. It's the same person, Jasmine Crockett. Like, she's never done it, guys. She's never done it. Every single microphone. Find it, send it. Here you go.
Baby, because these people, they are crazy. Because they always talk about how Christian they is. Yeah, I don't know how many of them on that side are getting divorced because they getting caught up sleeping with their co-workers, staffers, interns, all the things. Yeah, you ain't got to believe me. Just go Google. You'll find some of it. I'm telling you. And the wives is being messy and petty. They putting it in the divorce. I'm like, ooh, that's got to be true because your lawyer would know that they going to lose it if they...
Every microphone. Every one of them. But that's not it. That's just the fun little appetizer. Because, like I said, the gift that keeps on giving has to have some sort of substance, a little bit of staying power, right? That's just the flair, okay? Now let's get into something else. This is phenomenal. Again, every single microphone, every single voter in the state of Texas, every single person. Take it away, Jazzy. What do you have for us? How are you going to educate us today?
This is Texas. The president has a lot of supporters in Texas. And one of the key issues in Texas is, of course, immigration. You, of course, have been an outspoken critic of the president's mass deportation policies and of ICE. But a lot of voters, a lot of Americans who voted for President Trump think that he has done a strong job at the border. In fact, border encounter numbers are down. And the president is touting that as a success. You obviously have issues with the way he's going about it. But has the president been successful? Can you acknowledge that on bringing border encounters down?
I will acknowledge that what is being reported is that border encounters are lower. I will also say that we know that this administration has not been the most honest when it comes to reporting numbers, as we know that there's now reporting that they've not been honest about the jobs numbers. What I can tell you is that he has invoked a very inhumane way of carrying out immigration. What I also can tell you is that he has not worked through the Congress, and that's what we need is comprehensive immigration reform. What I also can tell you.
Okay, just fair warning. She's going to say what I also can tell you is about 800 times because this is a joke of a political candidate. Okay, this is an embarrassing human being. Anyway, let's keep on going. Working through the Congress, and this is the big irony of this, and if you guys have been here for a while, you know where I'm going to go with this, and let me hear you in the comments. But working through the Congress, Biden, while Jazzy here was in Congress, worked around and circumvented Congress the entire time. It was all executive bureaucratic actions. It was ATF, it was DOJ, it was Department of Energy, it was I mean, anything you can imagine. If it has a 3-letter alphabet agency to it, he used it. Or at least the people who were driving the bus used it while he was short-circuiting. But honest to God, going through Congress is a little bit laughable coming from Jasmine Crockett. That's the first thing. The second thing that's a little bit laughable, immigration is already through Congress. It is sitting and standing law. It's on the books. There is no debate. There is no question. It is literally federal law to do everything that Donald Trump is doing through his agencies. Every single one. The congressional laws, or Congress passes the congressional laws, the president signs them into law, they are now carry the weight of law, they are now officially laws, they're no longer bills, and then the executive branch is forced with enforcing those. Okay, at what point does Jazzy think that he has not gone through Congress? It is sitting law. The border is stacked with people. They locked that thing down from day one, and even the Democrats know it. That's why she won't acquiesce any point to say, okay, fine, they shut the border down. No, I will also say, I can say this. Watch, there's going to be more of it. It is completely and totally laughable, especially when you're in a border state that is deep, deep red, MAGA country like Texas. Okay, let's keep on going. Again, the gift that keeps on giving.
Is that we have a historic number of people that have died in ICE custody since he's been in. What I also can tell you is that we have a historic number of American citizens that have been rounded up. And what I can also tell you is that this Supreme Court, unfortunately, has basically given him carte blanche to go after people because of an accent or because of what they look like. And that is wrong.
Now, the administration will come back and say that it is the Biden administration who was inhumane by allowing chaos, in their words, to go forward at the border, that it was a chaotic policy and that there was a lot of sex trafficking going on by a lot of the migrants that were coming to the U.S. The Trump White House says they've cut down on that. Your response?
They may say that, but ultimately what I know is that we can't. So let me say it this way. I can't say that the border has ever been perfect, and I can't say that I believe that the border is perfect right now. So let me acknowledge that. What I do believe, again, though, is that we need to focus on comprehensive immigration reform, and that means that Congress has to get involved, because what I can tell you is that we had already been behind on asylum cases. We know that our judges had already been overloaded.
Okay. The asylum was the magical word to allow full-on open border immigration. We all know it. Get over that word. Okay. Here's the point. And this is the important piece. She can't say it's good that the border's closed because that'll piss off her far-left progressive base. She's not going to go talk to Republicans because she's openly said she's not going to talk to Republicans. She's not a fake artificial candidate that goes out and has always been educated and has never made any kind of fool of herself talking like what I showed you the video there. Just very, very, very base level poor, honestly. And when I say poor, I don't mean economically poor. I mean just the feeling, the vibe, like just not quality, okay? And that's not a shade on anybody who is speaking like that, but a United States representative, if you're code switching down to that and then back to your other one and then back and forth based on the audience, which is a political thing they all do, it's kind of gross. Okay, which one's the real you? We all know the real one is the privately funded, private school, highly educated one. But you're talking down on purpose for some reason. Why is that? That's the whole point. But anyway, the idea here is that it has to go through Congress. They're pivoting. She's pivoting. She's dancing on the head of a pin. It's bad that the border is closed because it's inhumane, but we can't talk about the fact that the border was completely open under Biden because that was also bad. So was it perfect then? No. Was it perfect now? No. But what we really need to do is pass immigration reform in Congress because Congress needs to get involved, even though Congress has already passed the entire law that is being enforced right now, and the Supreme Court has stood up for it and reinforced the fact that the president is enforcing the law. I mean, guys, every single microphone, because we can dismantle this every single second she talks. And I'm here for it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, make sure you're here for the live stream tonight. I'm probably going to get a little bit spicy, and I will see you then. I'm Braden. Later.